Suleiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, Breaker of Seven Seals. Small change, brothers and sisters. Bear with me for a second. Okay, all done. Got a camera issue still. fear. Fear, brothers and sisters, is about to grasp the world by the neck, and it's going to squeeze. Fear, great fear, about to come upon this world, brothers and sisters, like you can't imagine. Great fear. You should not be in fear. Great fear. Great fear. It's about to grasp this world, brothers and sisters, especially America. Great fear. Unimaginable fear. We're going to go back to my theme last week, because this is all pertinent. Because we're going to be in the midst of all this in very few days, if not hours. You know, there's so much confusion out there, and I'm just going to hit on these quickly because it's a demonstration of showing you how they're lying to you. They have no idea what they're talking about. When something's there is so clear that you could not make a mistake. So that means they have to be lying to you. Like 666. If you read it carefully, you don't have to go through all the nitpicking, all that stuff. It's just right off the surface. How would you identify this 666? Because it's three of them. It's three parties together. And one of them, at least one of them, their main power, their main identifier is sanctions. They will stop you from buying or selling if you didn't obey them and do it. And that's the only country in the world that's doing it. Only country that you know in the past has done it is America. You can't get away from that, brother and sister. That's the only country. China's not doing it. India's not doing it. America sanctions. America. That shows you. And then so if you figure that out, you can figure who the other two are. America, Great Britain, and false Israel. Because one is protecting the other. The image of the beast is protecting it. And if you don't submit to that one, false Israel, they will attack you. They will not only put sanctions on you, but they will kill you. That is clear. Now, let's deal with Gog and Magog. Now, they tell you who Gog and Magog is, and you easy to determine who they are. But the trick is the deception. And that's in chapter 20. Gog and Magog came out of the pit and deceived the whole world. The whole world. That means there'd be world empires, two of them. Two world empires. They came out of the pit. But the trick is, and they would deceive everyone. The trick is identifying, because they're trying to tell you that's the future. Oh, well, Jesus will come back, and Gog and Magog, right? They're in this pit. But wait a minute, they're countries, right? They say Gog is Russia, so Russia's going to be in the pit. Right? But Jesus will come back, and they're going to throw him in this bottomless pit. Right? But we're told all nations going to be destroyed when he comes back. But no, not this case, because Russia is going to be in that pit for 1,000 years with Satan. You see how stupid it is? Russia's going to be in that pit with Satan for 1,000 years. Then Russia's going to come out with this Magog, and they're going to cover the whole world and cause all kinds of havoc. And see, they don't want you to ask questions. This whole thing about religion, Christianity, and everything, don't ask questions, just take it on faith. Because if you ask questions, the whole thing falls apart. You know, Russia's not going to be any bomb. In other words, the country survived, all the people survived, they lived for 1,000 years in this bottomless pit. No, not what it's talking about. That is past. That was 1,000 years of European history when they was in the Dark Ages. For 1,000 years, no coincidence, 1,000 years. It was locked down by a resurrected empire, which they said was resurrected. They said was the Christ, well, Christ also means Messiah. That's talking about Prophet Muhammad. who resurrected Abraham's Abrahamic Islamic empire. Mecca and all that things was there already. Abraham set those things up, not Prophet Muhammad. He just revived it, resurrected. You understand? And so they who had the Europeans locked down? Islamic Empire had them locked up in Europe. That's who had them locked up in Europe. There was constant conflict among the Crusaders, constant conflict between the Islamic Empire and the old Roman Empire. Catholicism is just an extension of the Roman Empire. They had locked up for 1,000 years, and then they broke out 500 years ago. 500 years ago. Gog and Magog, one came out the other. Magog, the mother of Gog. You can't make this up, bro. Since Magog is Britain, America came out of there. It's been they're the only two world empires that you know of that's ever been in European history. In any history you aware of, there's only been two world empires, America and Britain. That's Gog and Magog. Simple. But if they tell, oh, that's happening, it's going to happen in the future. Okay, well, go with that. And then Farrakhan, that guy, it's easy to see who he is. Your missus follows the devil. Just and a basic biology class rather, but not biological, biology class, right? You follow, you're the seed. You start as a sperm. You didn't start as an egg. You start as a sperm. You're alive. You start as a sperm. That's who you were, the sperm. You wasn't the egg. You used the egg to build, to prepare yourself, right, for life outside the womb. See? You start as a sperm. That's a biological fact. So you are what your father is. So his father's a devil. That makes him a devil, a black-faced devil. It's easy to see who Farrakhan is. And you can't find any scripture that support any of that crap they saying over there. Or he was anointed. He was not anointed. God opposed him. It says it right there. God became angry with Moses, even asked it for him. And he even admitted himself that Elijah said he would be his worst hypocrite. He said it out of his own mouth. See? He didn't determine who he is. There's nothing good about what Aaron did in Moses' absence. You can't find one iota of anything that Aaron did and did in Elijah's absence, Moses' absence. Not one thing. Let me see if I have camera issues here, brothers and sisters. Let me see if I can do with this. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Camera not available. I'm having camera issues, brothers and sisters. I'm not sure why. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can resolve this quickly. Otherwise, one thing after another. Let's see here. I have this. Okay, camera. Where's the camera at? That's the camera. Second, brothers and sisters. All right. Issue. You don't like there. So that works. Let's see how that works. Okay, so that means he's a devil. He's a black-faced devil. And it says he's Aaron, and he would cause to turn the people against Moses and God. That's what it says in Exodus, doing in Elijah's and Moses' absence. He's totally against everything Elijah Muhammad said. He uses Elijah Muhammad's name, but he's against everything Elijah Muhammad was about. Okay, I'm going to have to get me another camera. This camera's not working well. It's not working well. Okay. So it's easy to figure who he is, figure out who Farrakhan is. He would deceive the people in Elijah's absence. He turned away from Elijah and turned away from the God. So much so that Moses came back and tried to kill him with those two tablets. I'll move on, brothers and sisters. Those things are easy. And then reparations. Now, I'm going to the Esau aspect of it, but the bottom line is, just ask yourself one question. Why do you talk about reparations all of a sudden? If you understand the Abrahamic covenant, which Farrakhan never mentions, he mentions the vision. He doesn't mention the covenant. We'll be here 40 years, but he never said the next verse. We leave out. He said, no, we're not going anywhere. So he's calling God a liar. So we leave out with great substance, and we're going. It's tell exactly where we're going. It's Arabia, but he doesn't mention that. But if you understand that, then to take reparations, say you prefer reparations of some money as opposed to the blessing that God had planned for you. The great reward that has been planned for you. So you're selling out your inheritance. And that's the same thing Esau did. And that's why God hated him and favored Jacob, because Jacob did everything he could to maintain that heritage. I'll move on, brothers and sisters. I want to talk some other things, but I'm having a few camera issues. One thing after another, brothers and sisters. Okay, where is this here? Okay. Go back over here. Okay, let's move on. Okay, brothers and sisters, we're going to talk about this for 1 second. Heaven, hell. Hell is when you get less energy than you get. See, this is basic mathematics. Basic mathematics. Hell is when you get less. In other words, you don't get as much you put in. You earn $1,000, but you only get paid $500. You made $1,000 for the boss, but he only pay you $800. I mean, but you put $1,000 worth of energy in, he only pay you enough to get $800 worth of energy back. He calls that profit. That's what capitalism is all about, because they cannot pay you for the energy. They cannot, if they would pay you for the energy you put in, right? Then there would be no profit. You put in $1,000 worth of work, they pay you $1,000. You understand? You go put it in the simplest way. He tells you to go out and raise money for him. So you raise $1 million, but he pay you $800. Pay you $1,000, right? Well, yeah, but you put enough energy in to raise $1 million. So he calls that profit. He cannot pay you for the energy to put in, because if he does, he would not make a profit. And they call that profit. But it's really exploitation by another name. But when they do it, they put nice names on it, like a white lie. They put, see, it's a lie. They put nice names on it. When they do it, it's like terrorists. Okay, when their people are fighting for freedom, like the people in Gaza are doing, they call freedom fighters. But when other people fighting them for freedom, they call terrorists. Same thing, it's just different words for same event, same type of event. You understand? That's what they do. So now heaven is when you receive more energy than you give. So you go out and you work for, and you right, you go out there and make $800, $1,000 for the boss. He give you $1,500. Wow, you're gonna work harder, because you putting this and you're making a profit basically, right? You're making a profit because you going out here and you're doing 500. You put $500 of energy in, but you're getting 1,500. That's what the Quran and the Bible tells you. It's like talking about ear coin. If you put this one, you get 10, so much more back. I forget exactly the quotes, but the Bible and the Quran speaks about the same thing. It says it's like ears of corn. I think they say, like, you take and you plant one, but you get so much more back. And that's the way it's in God's kingdom. It's in the devil's kingdom, it's the other way around. You put in and you get less back. In God's kingdom, you put in, you get more back. See? Now, we call that blessings. But they call that, man, hey, you don't deserve that. It's the same thing. You got, in other words, if you get more than what you put in, they say, you don't deserve that. You didn't work for that. See? Because they put a negative connotation on it. But we call it blessings. You got to understand that's one of the things that's hurting you is the language, this language and the way they use it. If with God, you get more back than you put in. With Satan, you get more back, you get less back than you put in. He calls that profit. You understand? We call it blessings when you get more back than you put in. But they say, oh, you don't deserve that. See? Or that's that. I made me a profit, man. No, you was exploiting people. That's how they get America. They get through blessings or exploitation. What was slavery? It wasn't exploitation, it was a blessing. It was exploitation. That's how they got rich, exploiting. They call it capitalism. But they stole everything. They call it capitalism. They stole this land. They call that capitalism. That's profit because they took and gave nothing back. And who was a slave? Exactly what happened. They took from us and gave us no more than they absolutely had to keep us breathing. Period. They fed you shit, made you drink urine, cow chips, anything just to keep you breathing so you can get out there and keep on being exploited, to maintain the exploitation of you. That's what it was all about. Our kingdom is the opposite. And the Quran Bible tells you, you put in, you get much more back. You understand? See? And that's blessings. You get blessings. I'll move on. I think I'm going to spend more time with that concept another time, but not today. See here. See, their kingdom, Christianity, got to have it. And that's the justification of, well, first of all, the bottom line here. Capitalism is slavery. Blessings is freedom. See? In our kingdom, you get more back than you put in. Their kingdom, you get less back than you put in. They call it capitalism. In our kingdom, we call it blessings. And that's freedom. Their capitalism, that's slavery. That's the end product. End product of capitalism is slavery. Result. The end product of blessing is freedom. It's the result. And then Christianity is justification for them exploiting you. Oh, you ham, you're supposed to be slaves forever. Jesus cursed. Jesus, the one you love so much, he cursed your dumb ass black and said you're going to be a slave forever because you looked on Noah's nakedness. Wow. The genocidal maniac that you claim is Jesus, who flooded the whole world, killed babies and millions and billions of babies and children. What was that? Were they innocent? Isn't that genocide? And if you don't obey him, he'll put your ass in hell forever. He created you, but you're in error, but he's going to destroy you forever and ever and ever. He's going to put you in hell forever and ever. But he created you. You're in error. Oh, you got free will. Well, if you got free will, your free will is faulty because he created you and he created your free will. So your free will is not working right. That's faulty too. That means, oh, well, you messed up. Yeah, well, you created me. I don't give a goddamn. You going to hell forever and you ain't going to never get out of it. And that's the Jesus that you should love everyone. Let it beat your ass. Let it destroy you. You're Jesus. That's the Jesus you worship. That's the one you see in the Bible. The one you say that you was raping our women with under the battle, right? With the cross around your neck. That's the Jesus you represent. Say you just could commit genocide, take this land in the name of Jesus. That's the Jesus that you say you represent. Ain't the Jesus I represent. Because that's the one that's Satan masquerading as an angel of light. Because said, know them by their works. Don't listen to what they're saying. Know them by their works. What's the works of America? Genocide, murder, rape. That's your heritage. 100%. This land does not belong to you. That's what say Babylon could be healed, but it was not. Farrakhan tell me it can't be healed. It said it was not healed. Because the only way you can heal, you got to pack up and go back to Britain, Europe, and give this whole land back to the people it belong to, and restore us. Beyond the reparations, put us back our land, back home, gives out, return our names and everything back that you stole, and you can't do that. That's why Babylon could be healed, but even if you could, wanted to, you couldn't. You would not be healed. That's your Jesus. Your Jesus is a dictator. You do what you don't vote for him, do you? He said, come back here and you better do what he tell you to do. He's gonna kick your ass forever. So don't tell me about your goddamn Jesus. Because that's the truth. Everything I said is the absolute truth. Tell me different. Tell me different. And use Christianity to justify all the stuff that you've done. Use Jesus' name to justify all the stuff that you have done. So whose works are they? Was works of Jesus or the works of Satan? Satan masquerading around as an angel of light, claiming he's Jesus, just like Farrakhan claiming Elijah's name. That's what you got. Satan claiming righteous Jesus' name. Or see, and Jesus, from what I understand, was black with nappy hair. And then you got democracy, because it had a consensus, everybody had to go along with it. But we have Hajj, unity. See, harmony. See, democracy, everybody do their own thing. Harmony, everybody work together. In harmony, one body. If your body's democracy, you got cancer. If your body's democracy, you got cancer. Because the cells not cooperating with each other, doing their own thing. Well, I say, I'm going to do this. You got cancer. If you got your body's democracy, you got cancer. If your body got Hajj, unity, you got good health. You're strong. You're powerful. Don't bullshit me with your crap. Your time is over. Can't you hear? You're going to hear a lot more of this in a few more days. Sounds more aggressive, doesn't it? Why does it? Because hell is coming down on you, and it's not going to stop until you totally eradicate it. Christianity, false Jesus, democracy, and everybody, the chaos. That's like all these wars and everything. Who's causing all these wars? Democracy, in the name of democracy. Capitalism, slavery. No, we got blessings. Blessing leads to freedom. Islam, mathematics, the angel. Sane mind. People high, unity, health. Move on. Here's Farrakhan here. Farrakhan here. That's his daddy. Raped his mama. He said it. He said his daddy is a rapist. Now, let's reason with each other. Let's reason together. His father's the devil, right? But wasn't his father's people that enslaved us? Wasn't it Farrakhan's people that enslaved us? He talking about they sold beer, they did us all these things. That was your people, Farrakhan. That's what they said Sunday. Oh, America's done all these evil things. Well, that was your people. That was your dad, your relatives, your uncles and aunts, and great uncles and great aunts and great fathers and great grandfathers. That was your people doing that, not mine, because you came from that devil right there. You came from that devil right there. You started as a sperm. That's who you came, and that's who you are. With a black face, you got a black face from your mama, but you got your nature from your daddy. And so it was your people that did all this to us. Your people. Be real. Like daddy, like father, like son. Now you rape the nation of Islam. You're filthy rich, millions of dollars. You're a millionaire. You don't have a job anywhere. You don't have a business. So how you get millions of dollars? You hit the lottery? No, you're raping the nation, just like it says in Malachi. Got a man robbed God. You've been robbing the nation. It says you robbed this whole nation. They made it clear what nation they're talking about in Malachi. Nation of Islam. The nation that Elijah Muhammad is shepherding. That you took over in his absence, denying the message of the covenant and denying the covenant itself. Exploiting the sisters. And so you, as a result, you be cursed with a curse. Elijah didn't get his testicles cut off. You want to use that? He didn't get disemboweled. I probably try to do it now. I haven't been disemboweled. I don't know any minister or prophet who's ever suffered that type of thing except you. Because you're not a prophet, nor are you a messenger. But you are a symbol of well, you're messing it away. Because people look at you, you get a message, you're going to send a clear message. You're a clear message. You're sending a message right now. Because you curse with a curse. Anybody can see it. You've been disemboweled. You can't be Job because it says, Job, in the hereafter he had plenty of children. You can't have any more children. And you're pissing and crapping in a bag. You can't walk. And you can't empty your own damn bag. Okay? And you got to be careful because Ishmael and them, they got their heads so far up your ass that if you mess around and fart, you break their damn neck. That's you. And you're through. Son of perdition, setting Elijah in the temple, not the mosque, not the synagogue, not the church, that temple. Elijah's temple, setting Elijah's seat, deceiving the saints. Said you make war with them 42 years. 42 years? And overcome them. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm going to go through this, brothers and sisters. I'm going to close out. I was going to do much more, but I'm going to close out with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a step-by-step, a basic step-by-step, because that's where we are right now, brothers and sisters. Step-by-step. See, because what's about to happen? It could happen any minute now, any day now, any second now, right? Any hour now. But it's going to happen soon. There's one heaven. To my chapter 12, one heaven. Michael's angels. Michael's master prophet Muhammad, the deliverer, the one that would arise and raise and deliver all those in the Lamb's Book of Life. The two working together. When that war breaks out, he's the king of the north. Will come down to the king of the south. That's America, Britain, and false Israel, like a whirlwind, and tear their asses up. That's what's about to happen. It's not, and none will escape. They talking about this war. They don't want this war. They think they do. It's going to be devastating when Iran makes, and when they make their move, it's going to be devastating. They said it's going to be devastating. So let's go into each one of these. One heaven. Yeah. I'm sure that is up top. You don't worry about it. A war in heaven. That's what's about to happen to my chapter 12. The master of Muhammad, Michael, his angels. Who is Michael? Michael is master of Muhammad. His angels are Shia, Syria, and Iran. But if you know fifth seal, you know that it would not happen till after Syria is taken down. That has just happened. So it can happen any time now. Okay. So wait until that was, because both of them be under attack. First, Iran was under attack, survived it. Now Syria, right? And it's not through yet. I mean, it's broken, but it's not through. But anyway, that will be the war. That's that breaks out. Then we see what the result of that is. And what's next? False Israel defamed and laid waste. Defamed and laid waste. Let me see, bro. Let's go. I'm back up here for a second. I want to clear up something went wrong here. Just bear with me for a second. I mean, it's not causing a major problem, but I'd rather just clean it up. Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. A minor thing, but I see what happened. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh, you can stay there. This one. That's the bad guy right there. That's the bad guy right there. Okay. Shouldn't say anymore. Yes. Okay, looks good now. Okay, that looks good now. So we talk about the one heaven. That's what's what happen. That's that when that happens, it says the king of north will come at them and it will overflow. So they're gonna take out, they're gonna take out, they're gonna kick America, or they're gonna defeat American Britain. What do we call? Boy, I tell you, this camera business. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Mm-mm. Okay, that was it. I figured it out. Figured it out. Okay. Still, I got a problem with my camera. I don't know why. I have to get a new camera, I think. Working fine before. Well, I'm gonna do this. That's this one here, okay. See, let's adjust this a little bit. See if that's a little better. Okay. All right. I can use it here. I figured out for those who might be interested, I had a little issue yesterday. People thought my belly was showing, but I realized I had this in my lap. This is red. My belly is not red. Just realized that was the case. This is my lap. So, not my lap now. Anyway, um, that will start everything. The war breaks out because they're being pushed. As far as this was pushing America to take out Iran, and that's a whole nother story because they have an agenda. It's not going to work out like they expect to work out. Iran's come out, and when they move, they're going to move. It's going to be a total. It's not going to be a plague, a little spanking. It's going to be devastating. America and Britain's going to be totally devastated and thrown out on fire out of the Middle East. Thrown out on fire. Understand? You know, come out inflamed. This is a good adjustment here. Okay. That's what's about to happen, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's move on. So when that happens, what's next? Mm-mm. When that happens, false Israel is laid under siege because America and Britain were kicked out and they would not be able to defend them. They will not be there to offend, will not be able to defend false Israel. And false Israel will be defamed. That means Master Prophet Muhammad will, in other words, in the meantime, Master Prophet Muhammad is going to introduce himself to his Shia. That's his rod of iron. If that has not happened, it's about to happen. Whether there'll be some kind of clandestine thing, the world will be aware, I don't know. The problem is, he will introduce himself because it didn't say Michael's angels go to war. Michael and his angels, he will be with them. And in that case, you understand why all these so-called UFOs are always around these nuclear sites, and they always disarm them. That's what happened. False Israel will not be able to use their nuclear capability. They've been taken under siege. Cannibalism will reign. See? And America and Britain will not be there to defend them because they can go out in flames. They're going to be worse than Afghanistan, worse than Vietnam. They're going to be on fire. A total attack. Many will not survive. It'll be a bloodbath, unbelievable bloodbath, right? That's what it means the powers have been broken because this great fear came upon the people, upon the European people, especially America, right? Great fear came pain up because men's hearts be failing for fear. Men's hearts be failing. The fear be so great. Fear be so great. Hearts be failing. Anticipation of those things coming upon the earth because the powers of heaven be broken. Who has the power in the Middle East right now? American business going to be broken. And people going to realize, I'm not going into all the details, but because when false Israel goes down, that means the big lie will be exposed, that they were not the true seed of Abraham. And that your brain will automatically adjust, recalibrate, right? Oh, if they're not, then the reason why they're there to prove that we're not, that's the reason why it's there. So therefore, if they're gone, that means we must be. And when your brain recalculates, that means the whole sealed Bible, the lies we're telling you, obey master, all that sealed Bible stuff collapses. All information that you've been taking in for 500 years is all null and void. It was wrong. And your brain will start looking around for, and it's going to realize, once it realizes, it's going to recalibrate. Once it realizes that the great fear going to come upon these people even greater than before. Because now they know that God is going to destroy them. Because those who bless Israel will be blessed, those who curse Israel will be cursed, and they was blessing the wrong ones and cursing the wrong ones. And so now that God is coming upon them, and everything they see right now, there's no hope in it. You know, the Jesus that was worshiping was really Satan. There's no hope in it. So now they're in total abject fear, unimaginable fear, and confusion and derision. The fear be incalculable. The lucky ones will be the ones that have a harsh attack, a stroke right away, just go. That's what's about to happen, brothers and sisters. Right? Then Gog and Magog. See? I'm saying, false Israel under siege, Gog and Magog is routed, thrown out of the Middle East, on fire. What that means? That means the total control of the Middle East now belongs to Iran, with Shia supporting them under the authority of Master Prophet Muhammad. They are his rod of iron. Total control, which will cause economic collapse in place you wouldn't imagine, especially in Europe, in America. Total economic collapse. Read chapter 18. Total economic collapse. It's like that. This war will not last long. And total economic collapse. When I say that, it means no oil, food gone. They're going to raid the stores, food going like that. Cars not going to be, no gas for the cars. They say it's going to astronomical, people eat shit. And they pay money for it. The money be worthless before long anyway. They said whatever money they had, they're going to throw it in the streets because it's not going to be worth anything. no food would be. They said they'd be eating their own children. See? But that's what happened. The powers of heaven be broken. They're out of there. Why was they there to begin with? They're out. They're thrown out. And now they have Master Muhammad and his angels have control of the Middle East. All the resources in the Middle East, which Europe depends on. And with that, we'll kick off Armageddon East. The Armageddon East, Armageddon West. See? This whole thing is the apocalypse. Armageddon East. What's Armageddon East? That's Europe. I told you Armageddon is a European war. So what happens? The great betrayal. Because now the conflict, what happened? Okay. Right now, this conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Now, Russia has plenty of oil. They're not dependent upon oil in the Middle East. Consider that. But other European powers were. Now, they were getting oil from Russia. They were getting oil from Russia. I'm having a little issue here, bounce to them. Let's see what happens here. Hold on for a second. Okay, oh, there it is. So what happens is Europe is total collapse. America also. But Russia has plenty of oil. And then a conflict with Russia. On the side of America, who initiated the conflict to begin with. But now, without oil, they cannot even help America in that conflict because they could have him oil for their military. So the great betrayal, they turn on America and ally with Russia, who now can fuel it with oil and start turning lights back on, turn electricity back on, right? Restore the food. Because America cannot do that. And so now they turn on against America, and now America's alone in Europe. Much of its force was destroyed in the Middle East when they was rushed out of there. And the ones that came, they come in and shell shock and everything else, with post PST or whatever they call it, right? they just come on fire, come from Europe, come from Middle East into Europe. And now they have no refuge, have no place to stay because they're on attack. Because all they're posting all these countries, and Germany's under attack. They're posting Poland's under attack. They're posting France under attack. You understand? That's Armageddon East. Armageddon East. Great betrayal. America's getting torn to pieces. The European war with no help. See, and Great Britain's already taken out. They've been the first to go. They're island country, right? Okay. Yes, right. And then Armageddon West, right behind it, right? Well, simultaneous. That's here in America. The Great Tribulation. What happens there? Total economic collapse, right? And their great fear was that the blacks will unite and attack them. And so they start attacking blacks, all blacks, their children as well as ours. See? National security alert. America's going on martial law. National security alert. They're paranoid people to begin with. They start attacking all blacks. National security alert. Because remember, Eli Muhammad even mentioned that. When they get thrown out of the Middle East, they don't come back and you're going to look like the people that threw them out. Well, he might blow off on that one, but the point is, you get the point. It's great tribulation. So black folks, because of circumstances, are forced to come together because they're under attack, and plus there's nothing, they have nothing, right? See, no oil, no liquor, they have nothing either. So I'm not going into detail about that, but that forces unity of black people. A seemingly great army, as we're told, right? And they cast out, there's a war between them and the demons, those black-faced devils that was amongst us, kept us confused and disunited. So now there's a conflict then. That's what it tells you in Exodus. It says, those with the Lord came to the Lord. Those were Aaron, who's the main demon, Legion, Lewis, Eugene Grounds, who had turned NOI backwards. Read Mark. He's a chief demon, son of perdition. He says, follows the devil, makes him a demon, half father, half devil, half man. He's a chief demon. And so we separate them out. We kick them out. We kick the chaff out from amongst the wheat. The chaff are the demons. We kick them out. It's a war between us and them. We kick them out. Then we come together in Hajj, unity. Because now we don't have that confusion factor. See, because that's what they cause all that confusion in our community, because they're mixed in with us. And if you got wolves and sheep clothing mixed with the sheep, you're gonna have the sheep disorientated. They're gonna be scared, they're gonna be afraid. Because they can't trust anybody. They see a sheep eating other sheep. Why? Because they don't realize a wolf just look like a sheep. So they're afraid of everybody. Well, why y'all attacking other sheep? Why you sound like a wolf? Right? You look like a sheep, but you sound like a wolf. Oh, woof, woof. You understand? That has to be separated out. When they separate out, then they go to war. That's Locust War, and they fight America in the military. It's about 17 million of them. Half is about 34 million blacks in America, half are demons, half original, half are the saints. So they fight. And saints are fighting America because they clashing. That's a great war. It's gonna be right here. Say we're gonna do double damage done to us, and they're not gonna harm us in any way. If we're applying the 5 pillars and got our angel mind back, then it'd be a war unmanageable. And we will have food. Master Muhammad's gonna make sure we have food to eat during that period of time. And they will not. They will be cannibals. Cannibalism will reign. And it won't take but a day or two to go cannibal. These people can't go 1 hour without eating something. See? So you got the saints fighting the devils. That's a catastrophic war. See? So one will chase 100. One could possibly take 1,000. It's gonna be doing exploits. It's gonna be terrible. At the same time, the devils are fighting the demons, their children. At the same time, they've been attacked by the Africans here on Visa. Everybody's been attacked by them. Then alien people is here. Not aliens, from India and all these places. All that. There's gonna be confusion off the. Americans will be targeted, and they're from every corner. They're gonna be begging for help. Right? They're gonna be all over. Oh, please help! Please help! And everybody put sanctions on them because no one's gonna help America. No one's gonna help them. Everybody was glad to see them go. And then that'll last about at least 5 months. The Locust War will. And how long the other one, I'm not sure. It could be a little longer, right? But the point is that that's when the ghost shows up. As soon as they're destroyed, right? The goat shows up. Who's the goat? The goat represents the flood. China and India, with Africa, non-Islamic Africa, right in tow. Tells you about the goat in Daniel. They come from the west. Their feet they come west to the east. Their feet not touching land. The only way that's possible, they had to come from China and India, but they could come here without touching any land. They'll have to go to another land mass. And they have to come across an ocean. Their feet not touching land. So the only that's possible is if they come from China to America, or America is the goat going from here to Europe. But we know which one it is. And they call it flood because they got 20 million man army. They overflow America and destroy it. They had no peer. They still had no patience, no love, and no mercy, and anything on the children, anything. But they probably ain't children because the people probably ate all their children by then, and they're all their pets. They coming in and they're going to destroy what's left. At the same time, the NOI, right, part that sea, they're going through. That's no story altogether, bro. So they're going to be out when they coming in. And then they'll come and destroy Pharaoh's armies. American army destroy them. That's in a nutshell, brother, what you're going to see in a few more days. This year for sure. In a few more days. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there. There's not much I was talking about, brothers and sisters, but I had all these other issues and things got off track. So perhaps tomorrow I'll talk about some more, continue. Oh, what happened here? What's going on here? This is not working, I guess. I'm going to close out here. Oh, I got another issue. One issue after another. Nope, that's not it. What happened to it? Okay, brothers and sisters, I have an issue here, so I'm going to close out here. I'm going to close out right here. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm going to close out right here. So let me try one more thing here. I'm not sure why this is doing this like this. It's all set up. No, still doing it. Well, there you go. Okay. I see I made my mistake. You're closing out, brothers and sisters. I'll finish up tomorrow. A petition about to be cast down. Son of petition. Farrakhan can't walk. Pissing crap in the bag. He's diagnosed with Alzheimer's. We don't want him to forget. No, we don't want that. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm going to leave it there.